Have you ever felt like virtual reality is a little scary? Well, today in this video, I will be analyzing a scene known as the game introduction scene from Charlie Brooker's Black Mirror episode, Playtest. More specifically, I will be analyzing how it uses contrasting colors of the mise en scène, angles, and shots in order to portray to its viewers a sense of danger about futuristic technology on mental health. I would also like to clarify that due to the quantity of shots within this scene, that I will be combining some shots in their analysis as they touch on similar aspects of the message towards the audience, in addition to try to cut down on repetitiveness within the video. So, to start out, the characters within this scene are that of Cooper, who is in need of money and thus testing the game demo, Katie, who is the head assistant of the gaming company, and the final character is that of the gopher, who is a part of the virtual reality. The first couple of shots gives the audience a deep introduction into the scene and how a message about futuristic technology is portrayed as dangerous. A big contributor to this message from the shots is that of intense mystery about the technology. For instance, the very first thing which the audience is shown is an extreme close-up shot of Katie's fingers typing on a black keyboard. The small proximity of the shot gives a focus onto the typing fingers, intensifying the action and unknown output of the typing. Furthermore, notice the angle and its depths of view. It makes the screen blurry, excluding the audience from what is typed on the screen. Also, the medium shot allows the viewers to see Cooper's waiting and confused posture. Together, the angles and depth of view created by them, along with the shot positioning, solidify a mysterious and intense feeling about the technology and its virtual reality, and what will proceed. This approach is similar to the feeling of the deep ocean phobia, as it is not known what is lurking below, so there is a sense of fear and danger. The first couple of shots not only reveals the dangerous tone by way of angles and shots, but also brings to light this feeling through the contrast in colors used in the cinematography. For example, notice that all the technology is that of a black color. The virtual reality implant container, the cell phone, and the inside of the computer. This is a hard contrast to that of the room, which is white, and provides an emphasis on the black objects, kind of like that of a light bulb in the dark. However, the real meaning comes from what these colors usually symbolize. Black, for instance, is usually found in evil or dark appearances, like the Grim Reaper, whereas white is that of light or the future, like that found in The Martian. So, in a peculiar manner, this contrast of black, which depicts the technology as evil, and white, which depicts the technology as futuristic, both help to bring about the underlying meaning of danger of the futuristic technology. Color contrast can likewise be found in the next series of shots. This color contrast is less obvious as it is more triggered by the subconscious part of a person's mind. The color contrast is that between Cooper's blue flannel and the red t-shirt of the gopher. For many years, video games have used the general red versus blue scenario to differentiate between teammates and enemies. Take for example Halo. Therefore, in these shots, the color contrast between red and blue intends to bring about a warlike stature between Cooper and the gopher. In turn, the audience subconsciously makes the technology an enemy-like figure, as the main character Cooper is set up against it, consequently furthering the appeal towards the futuristic technology being dangerous. The next compilation of scenes begins to dive into the part of the message on the hazards of futuristic technology on mental health. A prime example of this is found within the beginning of the game of Whack-A-Mole and its camera angles and shots. For instance, the mental hazard sign is first seen in the change of the shot and angle to one of a security black and white one. This was done as it causes the audience to picture that of an asylum or prison, putting Cooper in a not-so-great symbolically placed position. Another hazard sign is sculpted by the next two close-up shots of Cooper and the angles utilized for the gopher and how his mental state changes for worse. For instance, the low-angle shots give the gopher one of submission or weakness, like this one. So when Cooper is asked to whack the gopher, this seems odd to the viewers, as it is portrayed as such in the close-up shot of Cooper. However, as he plays the game, he finds it enjoyable, as shown in the close-up shot of Cooper laughing. This change in close-up shots is comparable to Cooper's change in mental state, as it was one of reason to one of joy, in beating the gopher. In a sense, the game caused a mental deterioration of Cooper's civility to one of brutality. And in some viewers' eyes, this could be a sign of mental degradation. Furthermore, the last couple of shots and scenes add to the feeling of danger on mental health due to the virtual reality. For instance, the change in shots begins to speed up as the game of whack-a-mole progresses, along with close-up shots of Katie's face. The speeding up of shots around the game creates a sense of intensity about the situation. This sense is even greater provided along with the canted angle shot of the table, as the crooked feel causes wariness among the viewers. The close-up shots help to portray the feeling of confusion to the audience about Cooper's actions, as the close-up shot creates a sense of intimacy between the character Katie and the audience. Nevertheless, the shots are interrupted by a similar security camera shot from before, but this time Cooper is seen from an overlooking angle as he slaps at nothing on the table. The shot and angle fully puts the audience in the shoes of an observer watching the camera, but still with the feel of an insane asylum. In other words, the audience is watching Cooper act and appear crazy from a virtual reality game. In conclusion, the game introduction scene of Playtest uses that of shots, angles, and color contrasts in order to portray the feeling of danger about the futuristic technology to its audience. Interestingly, however, is this may go unnoticed by most viewers, but the message is still being taught through these visual elements nonetheless. And for those who act on the message is a different story, which would require a lot of statistics in order to solve. Nevertheless, Cooper might want the viewers to act on it. After all, he isn't doing too great with the whole virtual reality demo. Thanks for watching.